On a peaceful afternoon, as the Aegean Sea turned golden, my journey to Rhodes began. It was 75 BC, and I, Julius Caesar, still a youth, sailed with the promise of acquiring knowledge in oratory and philosophy. But this journey, meant to be an odyssey of the intellect, would transform into a stage of cunning and survival. The Cilician pirates, lords of the Mediterranean, were more than mere bandits. They were a ruthless force, capable of subduing any unfortunate traveler who crossed their path. It was thus that my fate intertwined with theirs. In the blink of an eye, our vessel was attacked. My companions were either killed or captured. Soon they realized that they had not captured just any man, but a Caesar, descendant of a renowned family in Rome. Their greed ignited like a voracious fire, demanding 20 talents for my freedom, a ransom worthy of kings. But I, Gaius Julius Caesar, found it insultingly low. "Ask for 50, I told them, raising my price, showing from that moment who truly had control. For context, today 50 talents would be $7.5 million. I ordered my surviving companions to go for the gold, while I stayed alone among my captors. The line between captivity and leadership blurred. My days as a prisoner of the Cilician pirates unfolded with strange camaraderie. Although my hands were tied by circumstance, my spirit remained untamed, exerting an unexpected influence over my captors. My relationship with them evolved day by day. I did not behave as a prisoner, but as a guest of some importance, a king without a crown among bandits. I dictated, not with a whip, but with the word, establishing rules in their chaotic realm. I commanded silence when I wished to rest, and they listened, sometimes in astonishment, sometimes with reluctant respect. Our coexistence was tinged with peculiar irony. During the day, I shared their meals, their games, as if part of a strange fraternity. In those hours, I taught them the art of speech, reciting speeches and verses I composed under the captive sky. My intellect was my weapon, my shield, and although they despised it in their ignorance, they could not help but be drawn to the glow of a world that was foreign to them. I warned them, in moments of joy among games and laughter, that one day I would repay their audacity. "I will come back to crucify you all," I told them. They believed these were empty words, jokes from a noble in disgrace, unable to see the truth in my eyes. They did not understand that, in the chess game of fate, I had already moved my pieces. The ransom arrived as a relief from my captors, but for me, it marked the beginning of the true victory. After 38 days of captivity, the bags of gold landed in the pirate hideout, and my freedom was purchased at the price of a king. But while they celebrated their fortune, I silently forged my plan for return. Once free, my first destination was Miletus, the beacon of culture and power in ancient Greece. I was neither a general nor a consul, but my words had the edge of a sword and the impact of thunder. With oratory as my weapon, I convinced sailors and warriors to join my cause. The gold from the ransom transformed into ships and men, a fleet prepared not only to sail, but to conquer. My promise to the pirates was not an idle boast. With a determination only the gods could match, I set sail again towards danger. My new forces, driven by the fervor of my vision and the desire for justice, soon located the pirates. Like an eagle descending on its prey, we fell upon them, with the precision of one who has been betrayed and the anger of one seeking redemption. The capture was swift, almost effortless. The pirates, confident in their impunity and scattered by the success of their ransom, were unprepared for the storm of Julius Caesar. One by one, they were tied and dragged before me, their faces reflecting the surprise of seeing the noble Roman transformed into an executor. I took them back to Miletus, but not to lock them up or sell them as slaves. The governor of Asia hesitated, inclined by corruption to see them as merely an economic asset. However, my justice would not be tainted by greed. I brought them before the city, publicly proclaiming their fate. In front of a crowd murmuring between fear and fascination, I decreed they would be crucified. a fate reserved for traitors and the worst criminals. But even in the severity of my sentence, a flash of humanity illuminated my final act. Remembering the days shared, those moments of strange camaraderie forced by fate, I ordered their throats be cut before crucifixion. It was a gesture of mercy, a quick death to avoid the prolonged torment of the cross. Thus, even in their last breath, the pirates would know that Julius Caesar, despite everything, remembered. This act, cruel but imbued with poetic justice, cemented my reputation not only as a leader of Rome, but as a figure to be respected and feared. My name spread like an echo through the cities and ports, carried by the winds whispering an inescapable truth. Even in the arms of misfortune, Caesar's greatness was indomitable. Thus concludes my legendary vengeance. If my struggle for justice has electrified you, hit like, subscribe, and leave your mark in the comments. Join the journey of Gaius Julius Caesar, and don't miss a moment. In the next episode, witness my rise to the empire. Discover how a destined Roman leader forged his path to eternity. Activate notifications and prepare for an epic saga.